Hello everyone, this is Carlos with the Japan Import Tackle. As you can see behind me, it's a little gloomy. Today we will be talking about our favorite bait to throw in the fall transition, and that would be the spinnerbait. We're going to start off with one of my favorite spinnerbaits, and that's the Nories Crystal S. The one here is in live gill. A couple things I would like to point out about the Crystal S is it's a tunable wire, soft, but it gives out a lot of vibration. The 3/8 has a really small, thin head, which helps you go through grass, and it lets you burn this really fast without having it keel over. The other color is the live IU. This one has a 4.5 blade, so it's a little bit bigger blade, a little bit bigger head with the soft wire, which emits a lot of vibration. The next spinnerbait is the Gancraft Killer's Over. This one here is the 3/8 ounce. This one has a size 6 blade, very big blades, very big vibration, very hard to work. So if you're trying to go fast, this will not let you. It has a lot of drag when you're pulling it through the water. This one, in my opinion, is the best one for slow rolling. This blade stays consistently moving, and it keeps you keeled at slow speed, so you don't really have to work this fast. The color that we have here is black chartreuse. Another one from Gancraft, same thing, Killer's Over, but this one is in the IU color. And again, these are very good for slow rolling because of those big blades that keep consistently moving even at slow speeds. For my third spinnerbait that we've been playing along with a lot this year is the Raid Japan. This is the level spin, and the color here is Inferno with the 2 gold blades. And here we have the 1/2 ounce Sexy Shad, which has a little bit bigger blades. The one thing I'd like to mention about these is I would definitely recommend a trailer hook. Oh, it came off. The hooks are a little bit smaller than your traditional spinnerbait, but what this helps with is that you could really bang it through the rocks and not get caught up. You could really fish docks with it. As you can see here with the head, I've been beating this up for the past couple months, and it's been producing very, very big fish. If you really want these, you need to jump on them because Japan Import Tackle only has a handful of colors left and weights left. For those of you who are newer to fishing, the reason why you want to throw any type of spinnerbait during the fall is because you're going to get a little bit of flash and you're going to be able to stand out from the rest of the bait fish. It's a very versatile bait to use. You could really fish it around docks, rocks, wood laydowns, grass if you have the appropriate head, and if you're keeping your rod tip up. The next thing that I would like to point out is line. The line that we usually like to throw spinnerbait on is anything from 12 to 16 pound floral. Straight floral is usually what I use. No real reason for it besides, you know, the clarity of the line. The rod that we're using today is the Daiwa BLX. When it comes to rod, I think that is more important than line. Your rod needs to be stiff, but not too stiff. You got to remember, the wire on these, it's going to flex when you catch a fish. So you don't want your rod to flex also because it's going to be too soft. So you need something with a little bit of backbone. It's good to have a tip, but not extra fast because you're just going to be ripping this out of their fish's mouth. So you got to remember, this has a little bit of flex to it. So you just need a rod that has a little bit of a tip, but good backbone. The retrieval speed and the retrieval type for your spinnerbait is also very important. Most of the time you could do a steady slow retrieve, especially for like the Gancraft that I said with the big blades. You can't really pop it because those blades are so big it's gonna stop you. It's too much drag underwater. But for a lot of these other spinnerbaits like the Nories Crystal S, I like to give it a couple pops every 10 feet just to give the fish something different in case they are following it. They'll see it trying to escape, and that's usually when they'll strike it. The other thing that's also very important with retrieval speed is you have to see your bait in the water. If you start seeing it veer to the left or to the right, you're going too fast. So you got to slow it down. Sometimes even giving it a couple pops will reset it and it'll start making it run true again. But it's always very important to have this bait running true, because it's when you're going to get your most bites. So the conditions that are ideal for a spinnerbait would be, so in the fall you have low light, you have a lot of dying grass, you have a lot of leaves falling in the water, stained water. As you can see, I have the Inferno from Raid, the black with a little bit of red, or the Gangcraft, the black with chartreuse. That does very, very good, and it stands out a lot in those waters. It's always very good to throw a spinnerbait in that area because you're not going to get much visibility. The little bit of flash lets the fish pull out from, say they're underneath a grass patch or something like that. You could actually pull them out of under docks because they see a little bit of flash. They don't know what's going on. They come out to investigate. They follow it a little bit. You give it a couple pops and they eat it. So it's a very effective bait during this time for those reasons. Thank you for watching, and remember, all these baits are available at japanimporttackle.com and at select fine retailers.